Then start the camera. Uh-oh. What was that over there? Okay, this is a demonstration of this hat and the concept of halo hat, and also the sweatband with a vanity phone number. Like this example, the sweatband, and you see the vanity phone number. In this case, an example of one Wismore biz that is equal to 1949 area code, 6673, and 249 phone number. So I'm going to wear right here on my forehead. Now I'm ready also to demonstrate the hat. This is a hat with a back flap with a vanity phone number. The same applies to the top of the hat. You can see the vanity phone number at the top, and also on the brim, on the upper side of the brim, as well as on the lower side of the brim. And I'm going to demonstrate it. It also has a bib. Demonstrated the concept of mask, covers your nose and mouth, and when you drop it down, it becomes a bib. As you can see with the vanity phone number and a domain name, in this case the psych.co with the matching telephone number. The psych is the domain name and the .co is the domain name extension. Similarly to the under brim, the vanity phone number with more.biz is the domain name and a vanity phone number that spells the telephone number underneath. Now, in addition to that, before I forget about it, I want to go to the top of this notepad and paste. I'm segregating it with right slash, Control V with the video file name, and end it with a left slash. So I segregate this section that is pertaining the Google voice number that is going to expire. So I'm going to check which Google voice number is going to expire. First, let's go to the X strategy C. Reminder, verify the Google voice number. Next 10 days, I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to delete it, or I should change it. For now, and I see that I have a few Google voice numbers that are about to expire. With you remote, I'm going to copy it to the clipboard buffer and then paste it in my notes here, Control V. Now I need to log into this account. Edit, copy, go into another account. I want to leave this alone for now. And this account, Which account is this? I want to log into another account. Plus another account. Then scroll to the bottom, see if I can find the account that I want, which I don't, so use another account. The other account is going to be with you remote. And then I have to enter the password. Let's see if it will let me log in, which is fine, save. And I want to skip everything else for now. Going into the messages here. I want to make an outbound call. What do they want here? With you remote is here. Want to make an outbound call.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So, how can I help you today?
Help me with you remote. Yes. With with yes, I'd like help with WIZ U, the letter U, and remote. With you remote.com. First of all, assist me in making sure that this Google Voice number will not expire in 30 days. Except that it is not 6 months, it is 3 months.
You're right, my mistake. It's 3 months. You'll need to use your Google Voice number at least once every 3 months.
That's right. So this for that reason, I'm calling you at 800 chat GPT and talk to you, make an outbound call to 800 chat GPT so it is active and it will not expire within the 3 months period. Then there is the issue of how to develop it further into a platform for people that are working remotely. Uh, wizards, wizards, AI wiz, AI wizards that are working remotely. I want to focus on remote uh, uh, work of AI crawlers like 800 chat GPT. 800 chat GPT resides on a remote server and people can dial even from a POTS line, plain old telephone system, and talk to AI remotely. That's right. Even without needing to have a cell phone number from a landline, one can call the number and talk to AI. That's right. And I want also to renew the Google Voice number so it will not expire within the next 3 months.
You've already renewed your Google Voice number, so calling me today. Just be sure to use it again within the next 3 months to keep it active.
Yes, but in addition to that, I have to document it so I remember what I've done and I can look into my notes. And for that reason, I have saved it locally in a folder that is a subfolder that is called Google Voice 1. And then I mark an X and a space in front of the file name in my notes to indicate that that I have saved it locally to the hard drive of this Windows 11 machine.
That's a great system. Marking an X and organizing your notes helps ensure you won't forget the steps you take.
That's right. And then I'm going to upload the entire subfolder of Google Voice 1 with the new notes to the Google Drive on the cloud. So I'm clicking on the plus new icon or menu and then click folder upload and then paste the folder name for Google Voice 1.
Uploading your folder to Google Drive will ensure you have a backup in the cloud, making it easy to access. For example, go to Notes.
So now I'm trying to upload it to the Google Cloud and I'm waiting for the message upload 122 files in the subfolder and Google will tell me a message uploading one item to tell me how many folders are included in it.
It sounds like you're doing everything right. Once Google Drive finishes uploading, you'll see a confirmation message showing the number of items uploaded, including folders. It's a good idea to double check that everything in Google Drive shrinks works correctly.
That's right. So now it asks me upload option and I want to replace the existing folder and I clicked upload again and it replies by 0 of 122. I go back to my notes and I add the suffix 0 of 122.
That's a clear way to track your progress. By noting 0 of 122 in your notes, you can easily remember that you initiated the upload when the form was completed. It's a
That's
great
right.
system to keep everything organized.
Exactly. And now that I've uploaded that, I got two copies. One on my local hard drive and another one on the cloud with notes concerning this account with you remote.
Great job! Now you've got a local backup and a cloud backup, which adds an extra layer of security. This way, you can access your notes and documents from anywhere and have peace of mind knowing they're safely stored.
Right, but this is one folder, Google Voice 1, that contains my notes for all the Google Voice account. Now I would like to make a separate folder just for this with you remote account. So I'm looking on my documents subfolder to find open parentheses with and close parentheses, which is the way that I mark the file to indicate that this is not only a Google Voice account, but it is also a vanity phone number that has a Google Voice that matches the words.
That's a clever way to organize your folders. Creating a specific folder for your with
Right, and let's be more specific. The subfolder name is open parentheses with close parentheses, then the letter U, remote, and @ sign to indicate that this is a Gmail account, and then the vanity phone number that matches it, 900, area code 949, 873, and 6683. Exactly. Then I copy the path to this subfolder off of my document subfolder, and I insert it as a prefix to a string followed by a backslash. Now I have trouble when I paste it on the file name input field of the Save As dialog box.
What's the trouble you're encountering when pasting it into the same
The trouble that I want to copy to the clipboard buffer before I save it so that I can paste it into my notes.
Got it. So you want to copy the file path to your clipboard before saving, so you can paste it into your notes.
Exactly. And I've copied it now. So I go back to my notepad and I put in an X space prefix and then Control V to paste the whole string. And the next step is I will upload it to the cloud also, and then have a suffix with the number of folders that Google uploaded. So I have a prefix with an X space telling me that it was this file. I saved this file to the local hard drive, and then I click plus new on the Google Drive, and then folder upload, and then paste the new folder name to be uploaded to the Google Cloud.
That's a solid workflow. Keeping everything organized and consistently updating your notes will always allow for errors and mistakes. Uploading to Google Drive is a quick fix, ensuring your files are accessible for reuse. Great job keeping everything in order.
Then Google replies by uploaded 6 files to this site. This will upload all files from the with you remote subfolder. Only do this if you trust the site, which I trust because it is my site, and I click upload again, and then replace existing folder and click upload again, and now it says 0 of 6. So I go back to my notes and I put in 0 of 6. So now I have 4 copies of this file. 2 of them on the local hard drive, one of them embedded in the Google Voice One subfolder, and the other one in its own folder.
That's an excellent approach. By having multiple copies both locally and on the web, you're ensuring redundancy. This way, you'll always have access to your important files, regardless of any issues that arise. Now, because we're working from a Google server on a non-exchange server, ensure that no cancel has any copies. Very smart move.
Exactly, and remember these are 2 text files as opposed to the current recording, which I use the Pessar problem step recorder.exe, and I'm now saving it in its own subfolder, including all the screen shots and the keystrokes, an audit trail of what I've done.
Using the
And now I'm building up the psar.exe folder name. My plan for naming this folder is to take the file name from before that says WizMoreBiz will not expire within 30 days, which is part of my text file name, and then add a prefix that is dated. So today is December 30, so the prefix will start with 12-30 for December 30, and then the year 2025, so it will be 12-30-2025. After the year is the day of the week. After the date, so I have 12-30-2025 space, and then 2 for Tuesday, and then the current time and the time that I started. The time now is 8:25 p.m. So I put that 8:25 p.m. And then in front of it, when I started, was only 8 p.m. So I put that also, that I have the range of time. I started at 8 p.m. and the current time is 8:25 p.m., which means that I've been spending on it about 25 minutes so far. Exactly, and I save it to a special subfolder that is called PSAR for problem step recorded.exe, 1 for executable. And now that I have it saved there, I'm going to click the review the additional details button and scroll up to see how many steps was it and what was the last step. Exactly. And then I go back to my notepad, I put in the prefix X space so I know that I saved it to the local hard drive and I have a copy of that. But this is in a zip format. So I'm after the dating it, I put in space.zp to remind me that this is a zip type of file rather than a text file. Exactly. And notice that I have um, something to clean. I got some spammies from Facebook. So I'm going to the spammies, mark it as a spam and deleting it, cleaning, and then delete again to confirm. And then I see that I have 7 more voicemails, which seems to also all be spam. So I'm going to mark the first one with a shift mouse click, and then scroll to the last one and mark them all for deletion so I don't waste a lot of space. with the except of a couple of messages that I want to keep. I mark them all for deletion. I press the delete button and the delete button again to confirm. And now I deleted all of them. Now I want to check for outdated mail account. So I'm going to go to the Gmail account and delete all the outdated Gmail messages.
It's a good idea to declutter and manage your messages regularly. A clean and efficient email account.
Then I noticed that I have some messages from a Google, added a Google group, which I think is again a bunch of spammies. Image in this message are hidden. This message appears suspicious. Don't show the images unless you trust the sender. I'm looking at the sender.
It seems like a cautious approach, especially if the sender looks suspicious. If you don't recognize the sender or the content seems off, it's best not to display images.
Yes, exactly. So I go back and I'm going to delete all these spammy messages.
Good move. Those spammy messages will keep your inbox clean and more natural. It's always a good idea to
So I deleted them. Messages, manage subscriptions in one place. Now Gmail has one place to see all your mailing list and unsubscribe from unwanted one. So I click got it. I deleted all the unused irrelevant messages, and now I need to go back to my message from Google that the number for with you remote will expire within 30 days, since it will not expire since I made the outbound call to ChatGPT, and I'm ready to go to the next message. And then I notice that I have some more Google voice messages to handle. So I'm clicking the next one, and the next one is ITI We Tutor. And it says that the Google Voice number will expire within 30 days again. So I mark it with my cursor, Control C to copy to the clipboard buffer, and back to my notes to create another segregated area that starts with less than signs, then a couple of enters, then Control V to paste the message from Google, and then end it with greater than sign. So I segregated a little area in my notepad to indicate that this is another account that Google wants to expire the number if I don't make an outbound call.
That's a very by segregating each account's information.
Exactly. It's a methodical way to develop a systematic approach that I can later automate with a chatbot like ChatGPT.
Absolutely. By developing a systematic approach, you lay the groundwork for automation. Once your process is well defined, you could potentially use a chatbot like ChatGPT to automate tasks, manage notifications, and even help with organizing and responding to emails. It's a great way to streamline your workflow in the future.
Yeah, so now I logged into the account and I say I finished the login procedure, and I hope that Google will let me log in and make another outbound call so this number will also not expire.
That should do the trick.
again. But before I want to do that, I want to deal with outdated messages. So I have a couple of outdated messages, security alert about my current sign in, and the Google Voice message that says that the number will expire uh, if I don't activate it. So since I'm activating as I'm talking to you, I'm going to delete these messages. Now I can go back to the voice and make an outbound call. So this will be my next step, to make an outbound call to ChatGPT, so it will not, this account, ITI with Tutor, will not expire within 30 days. Okay, so let's summarize what we have done so far. Okay, so I inserted a path to Google Voice 1, followed by a backslash, and then I put in the message that it will not expire within 30 days. I copy it from the message that Google made, edit copy, and pasted it after the account. Pasted it after the account. So now it reads that this, it, now it reads ITI, we tutor, @ to indicate that that is a Gmail account, and the message from Google with the number will expire in 30 days. I inserted the word not. So it reads that the number will not expire in 30 days due to the fact that I made an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT. Exactly. And then I inserted the prefix with my Google Voice 1 subfolder where I'm going to save these notes. So I segregated an area in the node file. At the top of the node file would open with less than, a bunch of less than signs, and ended it, the segregated area, with a bunch of greater than signs. And in it, I created the file name for this Google Voice 1 folder that includes the notes concerning this ITI We Tutor folder. And now I'm going to copy the entire string to my clipboard buffer. So I can paste it into my That's right. So now I'm in my notepad. Save as. Paste. Here, replace it. And now put an X and a space in front. And then I want to navigate to the Google Drive to upload it. Plus no. Folder upload. Upload. Upload again. 122. Now I want to navigate to open parenthesis ITI. This is ITI. We tutor. There we go. We tutor. Copy to the clipboard buffer. Save. Yes, overwrite. Control V. To folder uploaded. Then I want to go to save it, stop and save the file name. A clipboard buffer. Instead of with you remote, I'm going to put the new file name in here. V T, is that okay? And then the current time is 8:45, 45, 05, okay. So.exe, backslash, put in the beginning. Saved it X space V. I want to scroll to the last step to see how many steps does it contain here. 165 steps. Okay. Now I start in a recording. Let me make it a little lower. message here that IT tutor and delete it because it's outdated, then open the next message. Let's see what these other messages are about. So I have a few more messages will expire. Let's look at this new message. Val tutor call. Copy. Start with open parentheses, then Control V to paste the message, then a copy, and then close parentheses to mark the area that I'm going to deal with now. Then I want to log into this account and make an outbound call. Copy to the clipboard buffer. Make an outbound call. See if I can log into the account. Add another. Scroll down to the bottom. Use another. Paste the new account. Control V. And proceed. See if I can put in the password. 6, the cycle. All that. Let me change the telephone number. Yeah. I want to change the telephone number to Wiz More Biz, Wiz More Biz 949-667-3249. That will be my new number. Save. Skip. Outbound call. Call.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation may be reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and policy. So, how can we help you today?
Help me deal with my account Val,
Sure.
like
Do you mean your account?
Val, VOL, Val Tutor Co. ValTutor.co.
Got it. What assistance do you need with your account there?
This is a Google Voice account that deals with volunteer tutors company.
Oh, I see. Are you having trouble with your Google Voice account related to vaulttutor.com?
That's right. I have a Google Voice number that will expire in 30 days, and I want to make sure that it does not expire within 30 days. So I have to activate it, and I have to call ChatGPT, 800 ChatGPT, or any other number, and to have an outbound call to activate it, to reactivate it.
You don't specifically need to call an 800
exactly. And then this is a yeah, and then this is the vanity phone number, and I'm trying to figure out what words does this phone number represent? Exactly. Yes, the number is area code 484, 324, and 8264. That I'm not sure is correct. Yes, that's right. But the appearance is not always correct. So now I'm going to search on my notes to try to find what could it possibly spell. So I have to navigate to my notepad and for this specific account, Val Tudor Co. Yes, and this is kind of tricky because I have to go to my documents subfolder and navigate to Val Tudor Co. Yes, to see what it spells. Yes, it spells huge Bitcoin. That's what it is. That's right. Let me go over it. 484, 484 is H, right? No, it also corresponds to HUG for huge. Bit 324 spells E, the end of huge, and BI, the beginning of bit. And then 8 is bit, and then 264 spells coin, COI, and N, which is an overspell. So the entire number spells huge bit coin, and it's an overspell with the letter N. Exactly. So what I'm doing is I'm going to note it in a certain way, and I'm going to create a subfolder that spells open parentheses, vol, close parentheses, and the word tutor co, which that is also another vanity phone number. Right, and then I put the phone number, area code 484, 324 dash 8,264 equals huge Bitcoin space will not expire in 30 days, and then a suffix of 800 dash ChatGPT to indicate that I made an outbound call to ChatGPT to comply with the Google Voice requirement, so it will not expire within 30 days. Yes, now I want to develop an audit trail and a methodology of documenting it in a systematic way that I can then automate it with AI. So I started it by saving my notes into a subfolder that is called Google Voice One. Exactly. So now that I saved it in the Google Voice One subfolder, in the section on top of the file that is segregated by at the beginning open parentheses and at the end of this section close parentheses. So I know that this segment relates to the Val Tutor core account. And then I navigate to the drive icon of the Google apps and I click plus new and then folder upload. And then I intend to upload the entire folder with the new notes concerning this one account. Exactly. So far I have a local copy of the notes in the Google Voice One subfolder. And now that I'm uploading it to the cloud, to this account, Val Tutor Co., I will have a second copy on the cloud. So far, two copies, a local notes, and a backup on the Google Cloud. Yes, and since the file is getting bigger, I got a message from Google uploading one item and then telling me that the page is unresponsive. And then another message, upload option, and I select the replace existing folder option so I don't waste space. And then click upload again to confirm it. And Google comes back with 123 folders uploaded within this subfolder. So I go back to my notes and I mark an X prefix, naming that it was saved locally, and then a suffix with the number of 123, namely that I Google uploaded 123 folders inside the Google Voice One subfolder. So let's repeat that. No, I didn't. I did no. I did not rename the file. I put a carriage return in my notes and a suffix of 123. So that is a separate line and is not part of the file name. the file name is separate from that. I just added a prefix to the file name of X space, namely that I saved it to the local hard drive, and then a carriage return, an enter key, and 123, namely that I uploaded it, the subfolder Google Voice, to the cloud, and Google reported that it uploaded 123 folders inside the Google Voice 1 subfolder. Can you repeat it? So far I saved it in the Google Voice 1 subfolder. And now I seek to save it in a separate subfolder dedicated to this Val Tutor core. Remember, the previous save was to a folder and a notepad file that contains various notes, but not only notes concerning Val Tutor core. Now I clicked on my Documents subfolder and I navigate down to open parentheses, Val, close parentheses, to save it in its own in a file that is dedicated only to the Val Tutor Core account. Yeah, this is not Vault, it is Vol, VOL, open parentheses, VOL, close parentheses, Tutor Co. So three words together concatenated make up the account name. That's right. Vol like volunteer, and then tutor, and then a suffix of CO for the domain name extension of .co. Exactly. Now I needed to get the account, the complete account name, and I didn't copy the complete string. I needed to copy the complete string of the file name, starting with an open parenthesis val tutor co and @ then the telephone number, then equal huge Bitcoin will not expire in 30 days, and 800 chat GPT. I have to copy to the clipboard buffer and then go file, save as, and try to save it in its own subfolder. Yeah, and then the message will not expire in 30 days. That's right, and when I save it in that subfolder, Val Tutor, it will be dated. So I would know the date from looking at the documents subfolder. That's right. So I clicked on that subfolder, opened it up, and then I copy to the clipboard buffer with Control C. Then I paste it as a prefix to the file name with Control V in the file name input field, followed by a backslash to indicate to separate the path from the file name. Click. And then I copy the entire string to the clipboard buffer, and now I'm going to now I'm going to click on the save button on the save as dialog box and save it to the local hard drive. That's right, and remember that I copied it before I saved it to the clipboard buffer. So it is stored also in my clipboard buffer. Now I can go back to my notepad, put and hit the enter and carriage return to start a new line, and put the prefix X and space, and then Control V to paste the entire string. Exactly, and now I go back to the Google Drive and upload it with Control V. I mean, selected upload and folder. Exactly, and then Google replies by upload two files to this site. This will upload all files from Val Tutor Co. @ and the number open parentheses 484 close parentheses 324 dash 8264 equals open parentheses hug close parentheses Bitcoin double quote. Only do this if you trust the site, which I trust, and then I click the upload button again and upload it again to replace the existing file. And then Google replies 2 of 2. Then I go back to my notes, press enter, and type 2 of 2, indicating that Google uploaded 2 of 2 files in the subfolder Val Tutor Co. Accurate and updated. In other words, I didn't use a lot more space because I replaced the files. And now I'm stopping the recording with Psar problem step recorder executable, and I click the save button on the menu to save it. So now I have it in 2 text files stored locally and uploaded to the Google Cloud. And now I have used psar.exe problem step recorder executable to create a third file and then save the third file on my hard drive. Yes, and now I have to. I took the previous file that I created earlier, took the template of the file name, and I overwritten a portion of it with the new file for the new account. So the previous account was some other account, and I overwritten the file name with the new information about the new account that pertains to Val Tudor Co. So I formed a new subfolder name. But the difference is that includes a timestamp at the beginning, and also after the timestamp, I put period ZP to indicate that this is a zip type of folder instead of a text folder. So, in summary, I have the date, December dash, and then I put the day of December is 30th, so I put 30, and then dash the year 2025. What I add, I upgrade the A that was a subscript before to B. So it reads 10-30 2025 B. This is like a version control to know that today this is the second folder that I saved. Then uppercase T for Tuesday and U period, and the time that I started at 8 p.m. dash 9:15 p.m. So the current time is 9:15 p.m. Then dot zip, and then the number Val Tudor at the phone number equals huge Bitcoin will not expire in 30 days. So repeat the file structure. What is it? That will be exactly 5 minutes to summarize what we have done. So I copied the entire string with the prefix of the psar.exe1 subfolder, followed by a backslash separator, and then the file name. I marked it all with a cursor and I copied to the clipboard buffer. And now I'm selecting the save command to save it. Then I click on the step recorder dialog box, review additional details, and scroll up to see that the last step was step number 169. So I click new recording and start a new psar.exe recording. Then I go back to my notepad and put in X space as a prefix and then Control V to paste the file name and file save. Can you repeat that? Yes, and then I go back to my Gmail account to check how many outdated messages I have for this account, mark them all for deletion so I don't waste any space. Then I go back to voice to make sure that I don't have any outdated voice messages of all kinds. And it seems like I don't have any. So I go back to my Gmail account to delete the message that said your Google Voice number, area code 800, 484, 324, 8264 will expire in 30 days, and I'm going to delete it since I complied with the Google Voice and I made an outbound call to 800 Chat GPT. I select the delete icon, click it, and I deleted that folder. And so I'm going back to my Gmail account to see whether there are additional folders to be processed, and I'm going to proceed to another folder that Google says the number will expire in 30 days. I mark it with a cursor with Control C, then navigate to my notepad to create a new section at the top of the file. And it's going to be starting with an open brace, a bunch of open braces, then paste the message from Google with Control V and couple of blanks, and then close braces to segregate this section from the rest of the file. Exactly, and then I
reviewed for safety. By continuing this call, you agree to OpenAI's terms and privacy policy. So,
Help me deal with my account. Vlog call web. No, it is not a website account. It's a Google account that is called Vlog Call Web. It's not Vlog Crowd. It is Vlog, like video log. Vlog Call, CALL, like making a phone call, and the word web, concatenating three words. One word is vlog, second word is call, and third word is web. Yes, the first issue I have is to activate it so that it will not expire within 30 days. Exactly. For now, I just want to make an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT, as I'm calling you now, to make sure that it doesn't expire. And then, as a next issue, is to develop it. So, develop a platform for people that have vlogs of AI callers, which can deal with incoming and outbound calls, just like 800 Chat GPT. Yes, yes. What will be the methodology to develop it more efficiently, or even better, to partner with other people that have already developed it so that I can focus on my contribution, which will be a vanity phone number that spells the words vlog call web. Yes. So now I save the notes in a folder that is called Google Voice 1, and then I marked my notes of the path plus the file name with the prefix of X space, namely that I saved it locally. Then I would like to copy it and upload it to the cloud, this Google Voice 1 subfolder, so I have it also on the cloud. Yes, but instead of dragging it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just press the plus sign icon on the for the Google Drive and then folder upload and wait for it to prompt me with the folder subfolder, the Google Voice One subfolder path. Yes, so I clicked upload and now I'm watching the Google Drive saying uploading one item and it counts Google Voice One, a total of 124 files inside the subfolder. So 124 for 124. So I press the carriage return and enter and a suffix of 124, namely Google uploaded 124 folders within the Google Voice One subfolder. Yes. Now I'd like to save it in its own subfolder dedicated to this one account. Unlike the Google Voice, which is dedicated to all variety of Google Voice accounts, now I'm making an exclusive subfolder off of the document subfolder exclusively for this vlog call web account. Right. Yeah, so I found it and I navigated to it and I double clicked it and I'm in it right now. Before I save it, I want to copy the path to the clipboard buffer with Control C. Then I navigate down to the file and name input field. Place the cursor at the beginning. This is the Save As dialog box, and then Control V to paste the path, backslash, and the file name. Yes, but before that, I copied it to the clipboard buffer so I can paste it in my notes. I clicked save, saved it, and now I'm back in my notepad. I'm going to put an X space prefix and then Control V to paste the file name. Yes, and then I want to upload it to the cloud also. The subfolder that is dedicated to this one account, val call web. Yes. So to proceed with uploading, I navigated to the drive, click plus, new, folder upload. Yes. So I click upload, and then I'm waiting for it to tell me that upload 5 files to this drive. to this site. Then I confirm click upload again to confirm it, and then click upload option, replace existing folder again, and Google replies by 0 of 5. I go back to my notes to a new line and type 0 of 5, namely that Google intends to upload 0 of 5 files inside this account, inside this account folder. Yes, they are already there, and I replaced one of them with the more updated version. Sure, yes, so now I went to Pishar.exe, problem step recorder running now, and I stopped the recording, and I intend to save the file to that account. So I have a third version of a recording of what I've done in this part of this audit trail. I take the previous version, which was dealing with valtutor.co, the template for the file name, and overwrite it with the new file name with Control V. I marked it, Control V to overwrite it, and then I'm going to trim out the path that is no longer relevant because I'm going to use a different path this time. And also I'm going to timestamp it. So it will be 12-30-2025 sub C. For version control naming today, I saved 3 folders into this pishar.exe1 subfolder. Yes, let me correct you. This is psr.exe1 subfolder, not px. I added the one because the psr.exe subfolder got to be too big. So I broke it down. I created a new subfolder with a suffix of 1. And so I can continue, and I don't have too many, the file doesn't get too large. Yes, so then I scrolled up to see that step number 147 was the last one, and I start a new recording with psr.exe. I minimize it so it's out of the way, and then I go back to my notepad. I'm going to put in an X space and then Control V to paste the file name, namely that I saved it to the local hard drive, and that time in a zip format, compressed format. Yes, and now I want to locate the message that I had before from Gmail telling me that the file will expire. Yes, now I want to navigate to the original account that contained that file. So that was doctors. Right, so I'm switching to the account, and now I'm entering the password. Click next and pray. And now it navigated to Google Workspace and got into the file. So now I'm going to search for Google Voice will expire. Will expire in, and it's loading. Right, exactly. I'm looking for the email. I got a bunch of them. Now I have to figure out which one it is. Now I found the right email, so I click on it and open it to verify that that is it. And then I select the delete button and delete the message since it is outdated and no longer relevant because I made an outbound call. Yeah, now I need to repeat the same process, find other Google Voice that will expire in 30 days. And here I found another one, and that is X Strategy N. So I repeat the same process for it. First, I copied the message to the clipboard buffer. Then I navigate to my notepad and create another section in the notepad. This time it's going to start with a bunch of open braces, couple of enters, Control V to paste the message, couple of enters, and close braces. So I made a little segregated area at the top of the notepad file that contains this message about X strategy in that will expire. Yes, now I need to log into this account. So I'm clicking on Google, use another account, and then paste the account name, the new account name to log into, which is X Strategy in. I select it and then click next and hope. Let's pray that it works. Then I put in the password. Finger crossed. I put in the password and click next. And if Google lets me log in, I will then clean up the outdated messages and make another outbound call to ChatGPT or some other account like that. So first I go to the Gmail account to look for outdated messages and read the messages and delete the outdated messages. It goes to Google Workspace. and then I see that I have two outdated messages. I mark them for deletion, both of them related to this login. One security alert, and the other one, your Google Voice number will expire. Since I'm making an outbound call to 800 ChatGPT, I'm going to delete both of them, are outdated already. And then I go to the waffle, the Google Apps icon, and click it to navigate to the voice app. Right, so now I have to make an outbound call. I select 800, the Google Chat account, and click on the icon and the phone icon and wait for it to reply. Okay, so summarize what we have done so far. Bye. Bye. Thanks. Thank you. Goodbye. Okay, now I'm navigating to the drive to upload this to the drive folder. And then I'm going to paste in the Google Voice 1 subfolder name, the path actually. Delete the remaining everything to the right of the path. So only the path will remain, and upload it to the Google Cloud. I want to replace the file so I don't take too much space. I think that this will be it for now. I'm just too tired to continue, and I'll continue some other time. Okay, I want to click upload again. Then it comes back with a few minutes left. 124, so I put an X in front of it as a prefix, and a 124 as a suffix. With this in mind, I'm going to go to save it in its own subfolder called Strategy N. File save as. Go to the document subfolder, navigate to Strategy N, one X, open parentheses, and X will be at the end of the list. Towards the end of the list, X, W, Y, and where was it? And Z, X. Here is X strategy, and I'm looking for N. Double click it, copy to the clipboard buffer, Control C. Control V and backslash. Copy and save. And overwrite, replace it, yes. To put an X, space, and Control V, and enter. Now when I go up and upload it, folder upload, we'll paste this new folder, Control V, and you move everything to the right of the subfolder name. Enter, enter, upload, and upload, replace existing, and I got the number 3, which I'm going to use as a suffix 3, so uploaded 3 folders, and now I'm ready to repeat. But before I repeat that, I just want to make sure that I think I made an outbound call. What else do I need to do? I need to delete the message that says that it will expire. Let's go back to the message in Gmail here. Maybe Gmail here. Here I got the message. X strategy in, delete it. I have another number to deal with, but it's not gonna be today. So I'm gonna cut it off today. First of all, I'm going to the camera to stop the recording in the camera. Okay, so I click the stop button. And now I want to double click it to play it back to see if it's any good. I'm going to select the play button to see if it works.
Okay, this is a demonstration.
Looks fine. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, now I want to stop the